It took me a while at first. In the beginning, I had my feelings about him, but he has proven to be a great factor, a great manager, uh, if not the best, one of the best.
Hello, everyone, for Sportskeeda.com. Welcome down to the Apter chat. This is Bill Apter. And, there's been a lot of stuff going on in the Bloodline recently. So I thought rather than, talk to one of the guys that you see on WWE all the time, I'm going to talk to one of the original Bloodline. And we're talking about, he's the son, one of the sons of Wild Samoan Afa. He was a head shrinker, and he still might be. Samu, welcome to the Apter chat.
Apter, good to see you. Always good to talk with you.
Same here. So I wanted to bring you on here to talk about things that a lot of the wrestling fans are talking about. Is the Bloodline crumbling? There's a lot of stuff, a lot of rumbling going on here since Sami Zayn was brought in. It seems like, one of your cousins of the Usos aren't getting along with him. Solo Sikoa just seems angry and more on Sami Zayn's side. You watch what's going on in the Bloodline here. What's going on?
Well, I gotta say they gotta keep their eye on that Sami Zayn, but I don't, like I said, I don't trust many people, but outsiders, especially when they come in trying to kiss so much butt, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Behind the madness, but I have faith in the Bloodline, and they're holding down the fort pretty good, and I don't think anything's crumbling yet there, Bill.
Well, we've seen recently that the Usos seem to be at odds about Sami Zayn, and Solo, as I mentioned, seems to be more on the side of Sami Zayn. Now, Sami Zayn was an outsider. Were you surprised when Roman made him an official member of the Bloodline?
Surprised? No. We've brought many people in before down the road too, not just with this faction, but we had Buddy Roberts as well. So we had always brought in somebody around. But that comes to say too, the Sami Zayn guy, he's going after Solo. Because he's new, he's young coming into the game, and he probably thinks that he's the easiest one to brainwash.
Oh.
But these kids was brought up in the industry, Bill, so they're not no fools. They could see the writing on the wall when it comes. As far as the Usos, if they smell something funny about Zayn, there must be a reason for that, and I'm sure time will tell.
Do you think that periodically I see Roman getting upset at an Uso there and kind of putting him into his place? Do you think that there could be, I used the word crumbling before, but do you think that this might be a master plan with Sami Zayn to cause the Bloodline to fall apart?
Well, it could be his plan, but at the same time, that's the way that we're brought up. The oldest and the wisest there is you always show the respect there. So, as far as Roman putting him in his place, maybe we're not with him 24 hours. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Maybe he stepped out of line somewhere down the road, and he was just making him pay the dues, for that action or whatever the case may be.
Now, I know your family goes way back because I was there at this time with Paul Heyman. But again, there's a lot of people who said that Paul Heyman can't be trusted. There was that whole situation with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns that went on for such a long time. Do you trust Paul Heyman?
I do. It took me a while at first. In the beginning, I had my feelings about him, but he has proven to be a great factor, a great manager, if not the best, one of the best.
So,
but, we have a lot of faith in Paul and his decision making and helping Roman, show him, some of the guiding lights and some of the tricks that Roman might not know.
Yeah, and Paul,
a long time.
I know that Paul goes way back with your dad, Alpha, and your uncle, Sika, who happens to be this guy's father.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you talk to Sika periodically about his son?
Every now and then, yeah, we always talk. It's not always about, one of the kids, but it's always about life in general. It's catching up when we see each other. We got a family reunion coming up in Pensacola in November. So we're all looking forward to that.
Oh, that's great. So now you've got a family reunion going on. You haven't seen Roman in a long time because he's been on the road for a long time. You see Roman Reigns, look at him. What's the first thing you're going to say to him?
Good job. Good job.
What about the Usos?
Same thing. They're holding the fort down with Joe. One person can't do it alone, but together they're showing that they're a force and that it's drawing. I mean, the proof is in the pudding.
Okay.
The merchandise is good and business is good and the bloodline's kicking ass. So
yeah.
What else? Yeah.
Did you ever think that Roman would ascend to the heights that he has? Sure.
We know if he was going to be anything like he was on the football field, that wrestling's got another thing coming here.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you something I like to do before we go and talk about what you're doing these days, because we're interested in that too. But a little scouting report on some of the guys here, the strengths and the weaknesses of first Roman Reigns. What would you say his strength and his weaknesses are?
I just see strength. He started from the ground up. He was raised up on the road with the family. So we already know as far as his in-ring skills and capability that he's very capable. As far as his downfall, as long as he keeps his head on his shoulders and his oars in the boats and, not get too big-headed and, just stay how he is, just stay how he's doing. We're very proud of all of his accomplishments. And we're looking forward to see where he carries us in the future.
What about Jimmy and Jay, the Usos? Strength, weaknesses.
Strength is, these kids are out there. They've shown that they really know tag team wrestling because their father and I have the SST behind us. They were raised up in the road, in the ring there with us, just playing as kids. So it just comes natural to these kids.
Yeah.
That's their strength plus their education. Their business life. They're ready to rock and roll, and they're still able to produce out there and protect from it, which is what you got to do. You got to protect that quarterback, no matter what it is.
What about a weakness of that tag team?
Weakness, same thing. Keep your eyes on the boat. Stay focused. And it's kind of hard sometimes to stay focused because we're big in family, and a lot of times business takes us. Not a lot of time. The business takes us away from our family.
Yeah.
Constantly, and it's really hard on the family. So for them to be able to hold down the family, we're proud of everything that these kids have done and are doing, and we're looking forward to seeing them rise even higher.
Okay, Solo.
Solo, that's another kid. He came out of nowhere. He's really fast too. Very good talent. He's got a lot of things behind him that are good and that everybody likes, and he's talented. And as long as he keeps his head on his own, don't get big-headed. Wrestling's not going anywhere. It's been here forever, and it'll stay here forever. And just look for the longevity of your career, and he's doing that.
Now, he's an honorary Bloodline member, so Sami Zayn, strength, weakness, can you tell by your face?
Well, you try to see the good in a lot of people. I haven't found his side yet. What is, what's he up to? What's making him quit? I see that he has a lot of things that are deceiving about him. Whether it's for the good of the bloodline or the family, it remains to be seen yet. So,
okay. All right. And not this coming year. Well, maybe this coming year. The big buzz around is that Roman Reigns may be challenged by that guy. What's his name? The Rock. So let's say Roman Reigns on one side of the ring, The Rock on the other side of the ring. You are commentator for this. What happens?
Well, I don't know. That rumor of that, or that dream match, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
In the ears of everybody for a long time. Whether it will come to fruit or not, who knows? But knowing WWE, they'll probably do whatever it takes to make it happen.
What can you pick a winner?
I would pick Roman.
Why?
Because I feel that he has the youth, the strength, and the time to dedicate to the fans of the Wrestling Federation.
Yeah, and the Rock's been out of the ring for a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, you could see for yourself that he's in great shape. So he knows what it takes to, ring shape and being in shape, bodybuilding wise, it's two different things. There's nothing like being in ring shape. But Rock's not stupid. He knows this. So I wouldn't expect him to step into this unprepared or anything like that, if it were to happen.
And continuing in the Samoan tradition, his daughter is now wrestling as well.
Yes. Yeah. Very proud of all these kids coming up.
Well,
they're doing good, and they're all focused, and they're all having a good time, and that's what's most important.
How's your dad, Afa?
He's good. They just had that hurricane down there. He's a little pissed off, blew his fence over. So he's out there with his banana trees and fixing the fence. And he's got to take it easy. It gets a little too hot down there in Florida.
Yeah, I remember the great days of he and your uncle Sika being managed by the captain, Lou Albano. Those were just classic times.
Mm-hmm. There were.
So tell us, in terms of your matches, going way back when, the Headshrinkers. I mean, I met you ages ago. What was that, when people say to you, what was that highlight match? What was that one match that you remember being that?
Oh, I'll go back to the 80s. I'll go back with six-man tag with Andre the Giant, Jimmy Snuka, and Andre coming off of Snuka coming off of Andre's shoulders and splashing me. And, for a young kid, I was only, 18, 19 years old then. Yeah. And not only would I like to be 18, 19 again, but those are something very special that I wish I could happen do again.
Yes. Now, I understand, and a lot of people have talked to me about this already, that you have like a world famous podcast going on here that a lot of people are tuning into. Can you tell people where they could find this?
Yeah, we're just getting it going. It's called SST Talks, Samoan SWAT Team Talks. And you can find that on Facebook. It's even linked up in there. All the links are in there. I don't know the exact links and everything number, but you can reach it all through SST Talks on Facebook.
So just go to Google and put in SST Talk.
Yes. And
they can find that. Well, it's been a great chatting with you, and thank you very much for your for helping me get this thing. And Roman Reigns is taking on Logan Paul in a few weeks. People may see this after that, or maybe before. But does this guy deserve a title shot, in your opinion?
No, but the good part is he deserves a good ass whipping, and that's what I'm hoping to see.
Yes, yeah, definitely. All right, for Sportskeeda.com here at the Apter Chat, Bill Apter and Samu, we will see you at the matches. I'm looking for the stop record button here. I just found it. Now I can officially say we'll see you at the matches, and you can follow me on. By the way, where can fans find you? Is there another place online where they can find you?
Find me under my name, Samu, on everything. I do most of my talking now on Facebook, so if you want to go there, you can reach the links to everything else.
Okay, and as I always say, because your dad, when he used to go in the ring, he'd look around and he'd go, ish. So, and by the way, I want to thank you. And, it's still going on. People don't know this, that I'm still the commissioner of WXWC4, which is your promotion, correct?
Correct. We're just doing a lot of fundraisers now since my liver transplant.
Yeah.
They're doing good things, for a lot of people, and we're looking forward to carrying that on.
Yeah, and I hear at times you're working with or appearing on shows with Mr. Rodriguez, Ricardo Rodriguez,
Yeah.
Lancaster. You're going to be on a show coming up fairly soon. They're making an appearance.
Yes, on the 18th. Looking forward to going over there and seeing all the fans of Three Legacies Wrestling.
Yeah, November 18th. So I'd be looking forward. I may pop up and see you back then as well. Samu, thank you so very much, and we'll see you.
Thank you, Sportskeeda. Be good.
All right, and be good. That spoils a lot of people's days, but yeah, go ahead and do it. See you at the matches, everybody.